This week in Cross-Cultural Communications, we explored the topic of ethical considerations in the practice of public relations. I believe that strong ethical standards play an important role in establishing trust and confidence in the practice of professional public relations. However, I also believe that the practice of public relations can present unique and challenging ethical issues that can undermine the fundamental role of public relations practitioners. The practice of public relations, as defined by CETL, is all about earning credibility, which in turn begins with telling the truth. Public relations then must be based on doing the right thing, in other words, acting ethically. In the past, public relations has been accused of unethical practices, such as withholding information from the public, as seen in the Firestone Tire recall case study, distorting of reality, a biased approach and loyalty, and bailing out and promotion of questionable industries. One of the many challenges faced by public relations professionals is the question of whether or not public relations agencies should take on arguably unethical clients, such as tobacco, oil, and alcohol industries. So, the unethical behavior or conduct of such clients can affect both the PR agency and individuals in their relationship with current and future clients, employees, and the public, with PR agencies experiencing reputation damages as a result of a loss in credibility and public trust. Earlier this year, in September, Bell Pottinger, a London-based public relations firm, renowned for taking on and working for questionable clients, essentially, was kicked out of the United Kingdom's PR industry body after it was found guilty of conducting an unethical race-baiting campaign that exploited divisions between South Africa's black and white residents, with the goal of diverting attention from the scandals surrounding the country's embattled president, Jacob Zuma. The British PR firm got into trouble with a social media campaign, and it was called an economic emancipation campaign, in which they used the phrase white monopoly capital, which was said to have been deliberately or poorly insensibly used, stirring up racial tensions. The scandal led to resignations and the loss of clients with Britain's biggest bank, HSBC, a Swiss luxury company headed by a South African businessman, a South African investment group, and Acacia, which owns gold mines in Tanzania. Just some of the many clients that left the firm after its ethical debacle, essentially. The damage to the company's reputation was immense and prompted the CEO of the largest PR firm in the world, Edelman, CEO, the Richard Edelman, to call for the PR industry to adapt and adopt a new set of ethics in the wake of the Bell Pottinger scandal. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, Edelman basically said that the current PR standards were no longer sufficient and that the industry needed to essentially come up with a new set of universal principles that could be implemented across the PR industry globally. So he basically said the time has come to adhere to a single set of global standards and to hold all PR people accountable to them. Edelman described 4 principles for the industry to follow, known as the PR Compact. So he called upon PR firms to insist upon accuracy, to demand transparency from clients, engage in free and open exchange of ideas, and require all staff to take free universal ethics training courses. Edelman said that the PR Compact will not only ensure that PR has a role in guiding the transformation of businesses, but it will help us fight for the future and to help advance the most important goal of PR, which is a better and more informed populace. The Bell Pottinger case highlights the implications that ethical issues can have on the practice of public relations within an organization, showing that trust and loyalty can become undermined, and that once trust, credibility, and reputation are lost, they are hard to get back. Ethical issues can be improved though through the education about the importance of ethical behaviours and its influence on long-term strategies, through effective crisis management when ethical issues arise and the planning of crisis management responses, following the industry's code of conduct as outlined by PR industry bodies, and knowing and following organisation codes of conduct. Thank you for listening to my video log.